Love the Madonna and pray the Rosary, for her Rosary is the weapon against the evils of the world today. And as he was leaving Jericho with his disciples and a great multitude, Bartimaeus, a blind beggar, the son of Timaeus, was sitting by the roadside. And when he heard that it was Jesus of Nazareth, he began to cry out and say, Jesus, Son of David, have mercy on me. And many rebuked him, telling him to be silent. But he cried out all the more, Son of David, have mercy on me. And Jesus stopped and said, Call him. And they called the blind man, saying to him, Take heart, rise, he is calling you. And throwing off his mantle, he sprang up and came to Jesus. And Jesus said to him, What do you want me to do for you? And the blind man said to him, Master, let me receive my sight. And Jesus said to him, Go your way, your faith has made you well. And immediately he received his sight and followed him on the way. Origen says, And he, Bartimaeus, casting away his garment, rose and came to Jesus. Perchance the garment of the blind man means the veil of blindness and poverty with which he was surrounded, which he cast away and came to Jesus. And the Lord questions him, What do you want me to do for you? And the Venerable Bede asks, Could he who was able to restore sight be ignorant of what the blind man wanted? His reason then for asking is to stir up the blind man's heart to pray. Saint Theophylact reminds us, The mind of the blind man is grateful, for when he was made whole, he did not leave Jesus, but followed him. The Venerable Bede explains, In a mystical sense, however, Jericho, which means the moon, points out the waning of our fleeting race. The Lord restored sight to the blind man when near to Jericho, because coming in the flesh and drawing near to his passion, he brought many to the faith. For it was not in the first years of his incarnation, but in the few years before he suffered, that he showed the mystery of the Word to the world. Pseudo Jerome says, The people of the Jews also, because they kept the Scriptures and did not fulfill them, begs and starves by the wayside. But he cries out, Son of David, have mercy upon me, because the Jewish people is enlightened by the merits of the prophets. Many rebuke him that he may hold his peace, that is, sins and devils restrain the cry of the poor, and he cried the more, because when the battle waxes great, hands are to be lifted up with crying to the rock of help, that is Jesus of Nazareth. For more commentaries and to learn more about the lives of the Fathers and the saints of the day, go to journeywiththefathers.com.